Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Microsoft Flight Simulator, and today the WorkingTitle team has done it once again and updated the G3000 with a very fantastic new feature list, and today we're going to check it out. Alright, so jumping right into it, the first thing we're going to do obviously is get this aircraft started up. Come on. There we go. Ignition to on. Auxiliary boost pumps on. Nav lights. And let's get her started. Let's get the door closed. Get rid of these pilot bodies. Low idle.
TOS system test. Okay. Aural warning. Okay.
All right. Go into flight idle. Alright guys, so we have our engine started, the aircraft's all ready to go, so let's take a look at some of the features that have been brought to us by the amazing folks at WorkingTitle. So the first thing I want to make sure that you guys do have is your Navigraph chart subscription in place. Okay, you want to make sure that you go to chart, back up. You want to make sure you go to Utilities, Setup, Database, and you want to make sure that you have your Navigraph subscription set up. If not, it would say Connect Navigraph here. Okay, so like for example, oh, perfect. So you click on that, you hit link account. Okay, your Navigraph subscription will come up. All right, you just hit sign in. And then it will give you something that says this. You just approve access code. Yes, allow. And then from there, you'll now have access. You can hit link account. And this is if you have a Navigraph subscription, which if you fly the TBM or any of the larger aircraft, the A320, whatever, I highly recommend you have a Navigraph subscription to the charts because it's awesome. All right, so now let's get in what we're here to see because this is freaking amazing. Let's go back to the map page. First thing we're going to do is we're just going to start a flight plan, right? So we're going to be simulating that we're flying. We're not going to actually do any flying today. I'm just here demoing. But we're going to go from Tucson over to Los Angeles. And we're picking this one because I know the route really well. Okay, so now we've got our legs. And then now we can come over here and go straight into procedures. And we're going to be using the Tucson 8 today. And we're going to be using the Gila Bend transition departing from runway 29 right. All right, now check this out. Before you even do anything, you can go to preview and you can go show on map. And it'll show you what the route looks like. You can also do show on chart and it'll show you the departure plate. So here it is. Look at that Tucson 8 departure. Okay, and of course you can still use your MFD wheel to mouse around. You can click on it and pan. All right, and you don't lose any resolution. Look at this. You can zoom way in, catch your frequencies, anything you may need. Absolutely freaking fantastic. All right, you can filter by the runway if you have a specific runway. Let's go ahead and hit load. Let's keep moving here because this stuff is just too cool. You can remove the plan once it's created if you need. And I'm going to show you something else. Oh, look at this. This all changed. The verbiage here is now changed. Now you can actually just see it. KTUS, runway 29 right, Tucson 8 to the Gila Bend. And then going to the arrival, we're going to be coming in on the Hollywood 1 using the east wind transition. Runways is all are available from the Hollywood 1. And again, same thing. You can show it on the map. We can take a look at the Hollywood 1 arrival. See, Hollywood 1, RNAV arrival. And again, you know, we can center that up a little bit. Zoom in. Just catch your altitude restrictions. I mean, just... I'm so in love right now. If it wouldn't be absolutely weird, I would have one of their children. Anyway, so let's go turn preview off, and we'll hit load. And again, let's go back one more time, and we're going to go to the approach. And let's say we're going to come in on the ILS 25 right. Again, this is one I've done a lot. We're going to be using the CVU transition. Okay, and same thing. I just love this. There's the CVU, and there's our step on in. And as before, your quick access to your approach plate. Look how quick that loads. Navigraph, the charts app that I have, doesn't load this fast. And plus, it always makes me angry using that because every time I go to load it, tells me I need an update. Not that I'm bitter about it or anything, but this is beautiful. I am so stoked by this. These guys are just, they're killing it. They're killing it. Okay, so now we can go back, turn that off, go to load. Boom. And now our approach is set. Flight plan's ready to go. With the exception of the next thing they added, which is the ability to add airways. So to add an airway, we're going to go to flight plan, and what we need is our direct route in there. So from Gila Bend, we're supposed to go direct to Messi. Or excuse me, not direct. We're going to be using the J104 to get to Messi. So we're going to put Messi in there. Okay, and then from Messi, we're going direct to Eastwind. So check this out. What I'm going to do here is I'm going to hit Messi. I'm going to go to load airway. So basically, you're loading the airway that you're using to get to the fix. Okay. And so we're going to find our airway, and it shows you any connected airway to Messi. So we're going to use the J104. Then the exit point. Okay, and actually this is a little backwards because what we really want is the entry point is actually the Gila Bend. So there's the GBN. So you got to watch for that. We're going from Tucson to the Gila Bend, from the Gila Bend jumping on the J104 and exiting at Messi. Okay, and now we can hit load airway. It even breaks it down. It collapses it. You can expand it so that way you see the entire flight route. I mean, this is so cool. Look at this. This is so awesome. You can collapse all. And then from here, we're actually done adding our routes. Okay, now we can go to flight plan options. Check this out. You can do show on map and see the entire trip. Oh, we can't go into our other modes here, so we can't zoom in and out from this particular screen, but we can edit the data fields if we need to. Data field direct track or the distance. So those are up here. From here, we can delete the entire flight plan if you want. I have tested it. It works just fine. I don't want to click it yet because it beat the demonstration. But if I click this, everything we just entered wipes clean. So pretty cool. And look at all the stuff that you can tell is coming. These guys are just crushing it, man. Your direct to button now right here, ready at the display. Standby flight plan. We could do add origin. Okay. So this would be in the event, like an example of a standby flight plan. Look at that. Look at it, zoomed right in on it. Would be if for any reason we needed to come back home quickly. Okay, so we could do add home, right? And then we could go to procedures. Well, actually, I guess that would just be a direct. So let's see. Let's go back to flight plan. Let's go to the standby flight plan. Oh, I see what it's doing. Okay. So maybe. Well, so let's set it up to KPHX. Actually, that'd probably be better. That'd make more sense. If we had to do an immediate turnaround, we'd just call it ATC. But if we need to go, get out of here and go direct to Phoenix, okay, you could do that. All right, we could just hit done, and your flight plan is active. And now we could even go, so let's say let's go back to the active flight plan. We're cruising along, we get into trouble, we need to get to Phoenix real quickly, right? Go to standby flight plan, activate standby. Boom, and now we're flying wherever we are direct to Phoenix. So, I mean, these guys are just crushing it, you guys. There's so many things. So, needless to say, My TBM 930/G3000 guide will be updated this weekend, so be on the lookout for that, guys. As far as the guides go, they are Patreon subscribers only now. So tier 2 and above, $10 gives you access to all of my guides. So I mean, you're saving money regardless. Even if you're not flying a particular aircraft, who knows? You might later on, so you might as well grab it. The A320 guide, for example, is 160 some pages now, or something like that. Full detailed flights, etc. And then for those of you, this question's been coming up a lot, so I hope this answers some of them for anyone who watches this. People have been asking, well, what if I had the link previously? Then you should also have the link to Discord, guys, or my email. Just email me direct, and I will make sure that you guys get your copy of the latest updates, okay? I'm not trying to shoot anybody in the foot. It's just, it was getting hard to manage both the two purchase options, and Patreon just makes things a lot easier. And then plus, and I know there's really no way to stop this, but people were also, sharing my link to Google Drive, so that was kind of frustrating. Anyway, is what it is. But let's see here. I think those were the major changes for today. This is a really, really exciting feature, you guys. Speed bugs. We're just going through the menu, seeing if we've missed anything. The traffic settings. Look at this. Absolute vector duration, altitude. Okay, yeah. Looks like they've added some more features here. The charts option. Let's go to airport info. I love this, dude. I love it. Let's go to night mode. See, that's what I'm talking about. I love that. Plan. What does that do? Does it add the flight plan into it? We can fit width. Let's see what that does. Too cool. Pretty sure that's plan for the entire flight plan. So let's find a different chart, maybe. Tucson 8 departure. Oh, you know what? I think you have to create the flight plan within Microsoft Flight Simulator, the world map, in order for it to show on here. I never do that. I don't like doing that. I have way more fun entering all the information in the aircraft in the sim, but that's what it is. And yes, I just confirmed that on the changelog notes. So if you have a flight plan created in Microsoft Flight Simulator's world map, when you come here and you go to plan, you'll actually see your plan drawn out. So very cool options, very cool new features. I'm loving all the things they're doing. Look, they've got checklists and services buttons added. They're really flying with this thing, man. I think they added on the inset map. I think it was the same thing. The flight plan was added over. So let's come back over here, if memory serves. So that was a new addition. I'm just looking at things. Sorry, guys. This is too cool. Seeing if we missed anything. These guys are really crushing it. Really crushing it. What was that? Fuel range reserve plus reserves. So your fuel range plus 45 minutes. And what was that on? That is on the PFD map settings. That's kind of hard to see. Oh, that's what that ring is right there. That ring is your fuel range for the 45-minute reserve. So 0 plus 45 is what that is. So if we only had 45 minutes of fuel left, we could fly anywhere within this ring based on current engine performance and things like that, is my understanding of how that works. Yeah, anyway, guys, make sure that you guys grab the latest version of the G3000 by WorkingTitle. As always, link down in the description. I cannot wait to get this in the guide and get it out, so be on the lookout for that. I'm going to try to have it out by tomorrow, but Sunday at the latest. So as always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy, and I'll see you in the next one. Happy flying, guys.